Hello, sports world, and hello, sports lovers. You are now tuning in to the Real McCoy Sports Podcast on your DPN Dream Podcast Network. And I'm your host always and forever will be doing the most, Franklin J. McCoy III, but you can call me Frankie. And today we're going to talk about USA. FIBA basketball is taking L's. Canada just beat them down, and Drake just came out with a new song saying that they whipped us, okay? And I'm talking about what's going on with USA basketball. What's going on with Americans in general with basketball? Have we given up the dominance of basketball as we know it today? Let's get into it. Let's get into the scores. Let's get into this debacle, this disgrace, this sham. And let's talk about it, okay? So Sunday, September 10th, 2023, in FIBA basketball competition, Canada beat USA 127-118, the final in overtime. And I think that's all due to two NBA players on Canada's roster, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 31 points and Dylan Brooks with 39 points. And he went 7 of 8 from three-pointers when all they do on the sports shows, ESPN, and all the other networks is say that he can't shoot and that all he does is antics on the court and talk shit. But he signed a big contract with Houston Rockets, and we see why. He definitely has value, and he's being undervalued. But anyway, Canada beat USA, and I'm scratching my head because I don't get it. It doesn't matter who they have. I don't care who's who in the NBA. The letter of the law is supposed to be the NBA is supposed to dominate. Excuse me with the NBA, but the American player period is supposed to be superior to all. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what they taught us growing up. Now, the USA, first of all, the first thing that popped out, I didn't see the game. The only thing I'm doing is researching stats, looking at the box scores, putting 2 to 2 together because I'm the Professor X of this sports shit. Okay? So what I will do, I'm going to read the stats of the U.S. players. And the first thing that knocked me upside my head is Steve Kerr's coaching, I believe. What the hell is he doing? What? Starting 5? What are you doing? Now, what I didn't see, and maybe it's a blur, but I thought Brandon Ingram was on the team. Now, the last time that I checked, R.I.P. Nipsey, last time that I checked, he was complaining about playing time, and I see why. So let's go through it. The starting 5 of the U.S., Kessler, 6 points. He didn't play that much, though. I looked at the minutes. He didn't play that much. However, you're starting him. Brunson from New York Knicks, formerly of the Dallas Mavericks, 13 points. 13 points, Brunson? 13? You usually put up numbers in the NBA. Okay. Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves, 24 points. He was the leading scorer. He was the only one besides Austin Reeves of the Lakers over 20. Those are the only 2 players over 20. And from what I heard, I didn't see the game. I should have looked at the highlights and then did this video. But what I heard is he got crossed. And they're trying to blame it on Bridges or somebody. But I heard Austin Reeves got crossed, ankles broke. Okay, so LeBron Breezy isn't teaching defense over there. And that's why they got put out. Okay, now let's move on. Hart, 10 points. Hart may have heart. I don't know. To me, he's not that good. What is he doing starting? What is Kessler doing starting? So Kerr, that's two knocks. Let's move on. Bridges, I would start him. 19 points. See? Bench, Bobby Portis, Bobby's World, champion, Milwaukee Bucks, 14 points. But my question is, he can't start? I would start Bobby. He's a champion. I don't think you have any champions in the starting lineup. I would play him, start him, play him big minutes. Halliburton, he had 6 points. I like Halliburton. I would play him over Hart. I don't know. Reeves, he put up 23 points. He played big minutes, but why isn't he starting? Okay, now, I guess this is Cam Johnson, 3 points, and he's right where he needs to be, at the bottom. Okay, now, 2 players over 20 points. That's the first dilemma. Now, either the Canadians are eating Canadian bacon and turning into the Detroit Pistons of old, or you guys just overrated, or maybe it's what I said years ago. Maybe what I said and been saying is that the NBA, they don't play defense. The whistle saved them. So a lot of these players look way better than what they really are. You take them to Rutgers, take them to a regular game, and they're not doing all that. Yeah, they might be big and athletic, but they're not performing like that with defense on you. Okay, now let's talk about, they're 5-3. Let's talk about that. How in the, excuse my English and not French, because I'm not French. I'm Black, Cape Verdean, Portuguese. But how in the fuck are you guys 5-3? And you guys are supposed to be Americans representing the American in FIBA. And you guys already have 3 losses. And I heard LeBron has come out and say, maybe I need to come play. How about Breezy? You should have been played. How about, what the hell are you doing anyway? How about, instead of coming saving these jabronis, candy asses, how about for once in your life, enter a dunk contest? Because MJ did it. And you're denying all the fans. So we went your whole career and you never entered a dunk contest because I guess you were too good to do that. Or you didn't want to fail because Michael Jordan put forth such great effort and display of dunkmanship that you couldn't match it. And you're like the Mayweather of NBA. It's like, yeah, you're one of the best, but you waited 15 years to fight my man Pacquiao. That's my man's. Even though I'm black, he's Filipino. That's my man's. He's lefty just like me. We're brawlers, baby. Brawlers. He ran from Pacquiao. Pacquiao did interview. He's running. I don't know. He don't want to fight me running, everybody said, because he's on that stuff. That's why. Look at his head. It's big as a watermelon. It's like Hey Arnold's head. I don't know. With the stuff, without the stuff, you didn't want to see him. Now, Breezy wants to come and save these bums. They're 5-3. They're disgracing America as we know it, or maybe Americans has been disgracing themselves. I told you what it was. I told you what it was. What it was is throughout all these years, and we have better technology. It's easy to access people. Social media now Americans love to show you what they can do. Love to entertain, and then now that it backfires on you, everybody's been watching, studying, reading, looking, learning. You guys remember the X-Men movie where they had to go to Apocalypse? And then he had his hand on the TV, and Storm, a young Storm was out there stealing. She had a little foster kid stealing. But anyway, he came to her spot. She had a TV. He put his hand on it. She's like, what are you doing? He's, I'm learning. That's what they were doing. They were learning. They figured Americans out. They said they're all show. Yeah, they're athletic. Yeah, they're more talented than us, but they don't work hard. They're crying. Their mamas do everything for them. And they're little, excuse my English and not French, because I'm not French. They're little bitches. They're little babies. And you remember Adam Sandler, all right? The longest yard, the second longest yard. You remember Terry Crews, baby back bitch, baby back bitch. They're baby back bitches. They're little bitches. And the outer world, when I say outer world, non-Americans are exposing Americans of today. It's soft. Now, first game, August 26th, USA beat New Zealand. Woohoo! August 28th, 2 days later, beat Greece. Who's balling in Greece? I didn't know they had games in Greece. 109-81, they beat down Greece. Wow. 2 days after that, they beat down Jordan. The country Jordan. 110-62. Then 2 days after that, they barely skated away from Montenegro. They were probably partying. They seen the Negros and they said, "Oh, let's mounty up and let's party." They were partying too much and they barely beat them 85-73. That must have been they were either off or Montenegro got some very Negro defense. 2 days after that, they lose to Lithuania. The Europeans are always kicking your ass. They're always. They're tired of this shit. And me too. Ah! Kick their ass. Kick their black ass. I'm tired of these black mother. 104-110, Lithuania beat us. Now, 2 days after that, USA went to Italy and beat down on Don Corleone and Fredo's treasonous ass. They beat them like they were stepchildren, 100-63. Wow, you beat Italy. They're not even known for basketball. They're known for soccer and other shit. And I love their food. The food, the suits. Oh, the desserts. Oh, Tony Soprano, Paulie, what do you hear? What do you say? Forget about it. Moulion. Okay. 3 days after that, USA loses by 2 to Germany, and Schroeder and Hoffenmaker and all the beer drinkers. They lost by 2 to Germany. And then they follow that up with Sunday's loss to Drake and the Canadians, 127-118, where Dylan Brooks and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did it to them. The two duos got 30 points, and the rest of the bums in USA, 2 of them got over 20, and the rest of them had 10, 14, and I just read their stats. And it's so disappointing. And I understand why the best of the best NBA players, they don't want to play. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. How much are you paying? How much you got? If America really cares about dominating as we should, then make it worth people's while. How much are you paying? We're not playing just for the integrity of America. Oh, you're supposed to be integrity. We're not doing that. You guys you're still on the same shit. You're still discriminating. You're still all that. So we're not doing that. And then the simple fact that people need to eat. It's all about money. Money makes the world go round. Okay. What are you giving? Nothing? Well, no. Pennies on the dollar? No. What if one of them gets hurt? But besides that, No matter what product you put on the court, you guys are still Americans and NBA players. Steve Kerr, what the hell are you guys doing? And then again, I look at the roster and I'm like, it's nothing special. It's like, I see why they would struggle offensively. Especially you don't got Brandon Ingram in there, and I don't know. You got Hart, Kessler, and what are you guys doing? Why? Why isn't Portis starting? Why isn't Austin Reeves starting? I don't know. But it's a new day. And I talked about it's a new day, especially Americans. You know, when I'm an 84 baby. So I think we were the last ones, maybe 85, 86 babies. But I know for my generation, no matter where we played at, the team could have been way taller than us, more athletic, more disciplined. We always knew that, okay, no matter what, worst come to worst, we'll just out-black them. And then we'll be fine. We'll just out-black them and we'll be fine. Give them a little, rah, 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 you don't want it, yeah, we out here, yeah, after the game, I'm going to get on ya. No longer. That doesn't work anymore. You can't out-black them. They're not scared anymore. Nowadays, you got Europeans and other people from different places. They're like, yeah, we heard that before. Okay, do something. Do it. Do it. Because we want the action too. And we come from humble beginnings and worse conditions, and we're more hardened human beings than you. So why were we scared in the first place? Because you guys have more swagger? You can jump higher? No longer. That doesn't fly anymore. You can't out-black them. We used to out-black them. And then you guys watch the Warriors and Steph Curry and say, oh, they're reinventing the league and they're playing fast-paced. First of all, that's nothing new. In San Francisco, the Bay Area, but in San Francisco specifically, that's how we were taught. Full court press most of the game. Full court press, up and down, fast-paced, run and gun, UNLV type shooting, gunning. That's nothing new. We've been doing that. Now, going back to the fear aspect of basketball, nobody's scared of Americans, Black Americans and Americans in general. Nobody's scared. No other country, they're not scared anymore. You guys show too much. You show all your recipes. You give away everything. And then the worst part about it is this new generation, you guys aren't like the older generations, your dads, your uncles, your grandfathers, your great-grandfathers. You're not like them because, first of all, you guys are babies. Your mamas do everything for you. You guys got a problem, mama has to come. And, you want to do? I'll throw down with you. Let's say you're not running drills. You got mamas coming to the school. Don't you talk to you cursing at my boy to get him to run laps. I'll do it for you, baby. Just sit down. I'll run your laps for you. So nobody works hard. Nobody wants to hear constructive criticism. Nobody wants their feelings heard. All right? They're making too much money. You can't tell them anything. They're making too much money. They're soft. They don't work hard. And also psychologically, and the intellect is deficient. It's not there. They aren't as smart as the players used to be. They might be more athletic. They might work on the three-pointer, shoot threes better nowadays. But the psyche of the player is not where they used to be. They were smarter back then. They worked harder back then. They wanted it. They played as a team. And when you're grown professional and you're playing against other grown men. I don't care how great you're coaching. You're playing against grown men. We know how to play basketball. There's nothing you can do. The team who wants to play better and do better is gonna win the game. So, in conclusion, USA basketball today is laughable, disgrace, and I'm not happy, and that's why I don't watch it. I'm signing out. You heard me, Frankie, the Real McCoy Sports Podcast on your DPN Dream Podcast Network.